All right, hi everybody. I am here doing volumes of shapes. So I have a study guide that I will be doing multiple videos for. So this one was already done. I'm about to do these two shapes, and then there will be more on this stuff that we're doing for our volume study guide. So with this, we have a cone. Our cone's shape, our volume of a cone is pi r squared times the height, and it's divided by 3 because it does progressively get smaller as we get to the bottom of it, or to the point of the cone. So we do have the radius on here, which is 23. So I'm going to put that on there. But notice that we do not have the height. We have a slant height, which is 25, but I don't have the vertical height. That's the important height that I need in order to calculate volume. So I really need to know this height. That is not going to help me right there, the 25. So what I do need to do is use a little bit of Pythagorean theorem in order to calculate what the height is on this. So we're going to plug this into the Pythagorean theorem. This is going to be one of my legs. This is my other leg. And then this is going to be my hypotenuse. So we are going to do 23, and we're going to square that. And then we'll do plus b squared. And our c squared is 25 squared. And then we're going to solve that so we can get that height. And then we can solve the volume. 23 squared is 23 times 23, which is 529. Plus our b squared, and then 25 times 25 is 625. Now I want to get b by itself, so I'm going to subtract 529 on both sides. And that will get us b by itself finally. And well, almost finally. And then when I subtract that, we end up with 96. Now, it's not 100%, but it's almost there. So the only thing we have to do is get rid of that square. So we're going to square root, which is its opposite operation. And when I square root the b, and then I square root the 96, I get an approximate value of about 9.8. So that is the height that I'm going to use, and this is in inches. That's the height that I'm going to use here to create the volume for this cone. Now that I have that information, now I have the height, and I can plug that into my formula. And so again, we're just going to go ahead and do that. When I usually do calculations for this, I do actual as well as approximate. So actual is when you have the pi symbol that you have not yet evaluated on the calculator. And then when you actually use the pi symbol, that's when it's the approximate answer. So when we are doing this, we're going to just plug in those numbers, and we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. So we're going to do r squared first. So r is 23. So I'm going to do 23. As you can see on my calculator, 23, and then we're going to hit the, in this case, this x squared. That's 23 times 23. You get 529. Then we're going to multiply it times the height, which is 9.8, and we get 5,184.2. And then we have pi next to that. So I'm just going to write that part down. So you have 5,184.2 pi divided by 3. That would be considered my actual answer. So again, I haven't hit the pi button yet, and this is in inches cubed. Now what I'm going to do is find out the approximate. So I'm going to times this answer by pi. The pi button on here is right here. Hit that. Take that whole number that we have here, which is a nice long decimal, and then we're going to divide the answer by 3, and we are going to get an answer of approximately 5,428, and we're going to round to the nearest tenth, so that's going to be 0.8. This 8 is going to take that 8 and move it up to a 9, so we're going to do 0.9, and that would be inches cubed. So this is your actual answer, and that's got the pi symbol in it. This is your approximate answer, and that's the answer when you've used pi. If you'd like more questions like these, you can find more. This whole worksheet will be done in videos, so check out the other videos in the volume section of my playlist. You can find these on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok at YouWantAlgebra. Make sure you like them, make sure you share them, make sure you follow me for more.